Alrighty, what is up guys, my name's Chips. If you haven't gotten around to playing the Battlefield Hardline Beta, you definitely should, especially the Heist game mode, which I'm going to go over in this video. It's probably my favorite game mode so far, although I have yet to play Hotwire. Now, the Heist game mode is one of the two new game modes being released in the beta, along with Hotwire. Hotwire, kind of like standard Conquest, except the points are cars so they can move, which is kind of interesting. I haven't played much of it, so I don't really know that much. But anyways, Heist is similar to Rush in the fact that there's 2 points, except with Rush there's a bunch of different sets of 2 points. In Heist there's only 2. There's 2 bags of cash. Now criminals have to take the bags and take them to a drop point, which there's 3 of them on the map Bank Job, which is the only Heist map in the beta. And cops obviously have to stop the criminals. Now the cash starts in the vault, which is in the center of the map. Criminals either have to drill the safe's door. There is a back entrance which they can blow up, or they can blow a hole in the roof, which will release a air conditioner. Like a giant air conditioner unit will fall in and make like a bridge so that you can run to the roof. Now you can do all 3 of these, like you don't just have to do one, you don't have to like choose and be like, oh I only want to get into the vault this way. Now you can do any. Now one of the cool things about Heist is the fact that it's very dynamic and organic, and the fact that the fighting and action usually follows where the bags of cash go. So it really can take place all over the map, from the roof to the parking structure across from the main bank to just on the street. You never know. Now one of my gripes with Heist is that the cops have to sit there and recover the cash, and that'll put it back in the bank or back in the vault. Now my main gripe with this is the fact that it takes the cops like 20-ish seconds to recover the money, while the criminals instantly pick it up. So there's a clip in here where I get a ride on an elevator to the top of the like parking structure, and the dude's about to hand off the cash to the helicopter which is waiting up there, and I managed to kill the dude with the cash before he gets it to the helicopter, but his friend just runs right over, picks it up instantly, and it's like 2 feet from the helicopter, so he walks 2 feet and captures it. I think the criminal should have to have at least 2-3 second pickup time on the bags where they can't shoot or attack, where they like they have an animation of him reaching down, grabbing the cash and like slinging over his back. I think that would be pretty cool. Also, the cops can grab the cash, like send it back to the vault from there's a radius, but the radius only seems to go out, and it's like infinitely up and down right now. So I've captured cash from being on the roof above it, like literally through the ceiling. Like it could be on the bottom floor and you could be on the top roof and it wouldn't matter. Like if it's down in like the subway area, you could be standing on the street above it and still help with the capture rate and get capture points, which is pretty dumb. Another cool thing about the Heist game mode is it really promotes team play, at least on part of the criminals. Now, you can set up plans, you can set up certain things. In one of these clips, which I'll just have showing right now, me and like 4 other people make it into the vault. We close the vault door so that the cops can't pursue us in there, and it takes a couple seconds to like open and close. And then our team blows the roof. Me and the dude run out the roof. He has a not grappling hook, the other thing. He has a zip line. That's the word that I'm looking for. He has a zip line. He shoots it across, and we start ziplining over to the parking garage. Unfortunately, the long-range shotguns in this game, I get shotgunned off of the zip line. Now, one thing I don't know is if you can capture both bags of cash at the same point, because I know when you capture one at a point, the point goes away, and you can't capture one there anymore. Like, you can't capture the other one at the same point. But I'm not sure if they're there at the same time, if you could put them both on the same helicopter. That's one thing I'm not sure about. Now one thing that I really like about Heist is it's pretty fast paced, and pretty much anything goes in Heist. Like, you never really know what's gonna happen. It's really a weird game mode, I guess. Yeah, it's a weird game mode. Alrighty, so as for the map, the only one for the beta right now that you can play Heist on is Bank Job. Now, I like the map. I think it's pretty balanced. There's a couple things that I wish you could have like a squad of cops, like 4 cops, start in the vault. I think that would be a pretty cool thing, because basically if the criminals take over like the vault area where you either drill, or take over the back area where you blow in, or the roof where you also blow in, the cops can't really do anything, and the criminals can easily go grab the package and then run it to one of the areas. Now, one of the cool things about this map is it's very easy to traverse. I think the cops kind of have a better setting, how they run into the lobby of the bank, and from the lobby you can easily get to the roof or to the vault. Now the criminals, they start kind of in the back, and they don't have like a quick way to the roof right off the bat. The spawns where you actually spawn as cops and criminals are closer than the spawns throughout the game. So let's say your team or your squad is all dead and you have to spawn at your spawn. You actually spawn farther back than you do at the start of the game. And the spawns are a little bit different, like the criminals kind of spawn over to the right more. One of the cool things though is the criminals in that spawn, they have a way directly up to the roof, which is very nice and very helpful. So the roof is one of the most important parts in this game. Like, if cops have control of the roof, they can pretty much watch every spot, every extraction point from the roof. Now, one thing I don't like about, I'm gonna go back to Heist real quick, is when the cops send the money back, if you don't, this has happened to me a couple times, but if you don't have someone at the vault and the criminals have control of the vault, but you send the money back to the vault, they can just grab it right away. And there's been a couple points where we've been fighting super hard at the A extraction point to stop them from getting the points for taking the cash, and then the second that we sent the cash back, the criminals grabbed it, ran to the sea. No one was over there, so they just instantly captured it, which was unfortunate. It was pretty much a free point for them, which is unfortunate. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but the cops have the criminals have 100 tickets, so after 100 deaths, that's when they lose, and the cops just have to stop them from getting both the packages out. If they get both the packages to an extraction point on a helicopter, that's how the criminals win. Now, as far as the map goes, I like it a lot. There's a lot of funky things, like there's like bulletproof glass in some parts, which was really throwing me through a loop. So there's a couple times in this that I shot at someone through the glass, thinking, oh, I'll easily kill them here, and nope, bulletproof glass. One of the cool things is, I don't like that it's not on every wall, but there's a lot of the walls where you can shoot through. They're just like drywall, and you can shoot through the wall and make holes in the walls with just your bullets, which is really cool. There's not really much in terms of big destruction on the level. Like, there's nothing major you can do other than blow in the roof as the criminals, or blow in the back hole to the vault, which I wouldn't even call that. It's not even, I guess the roof one is Levolution, but the other one isn't. It just kind of makes a new door for it. There's a couple cool things that you can destroy, like there's a shop on the seaside of the map that you can get into that doesn't have any doors into the bank, but it's on the back side of the bank. That's kind of cool. It's only one though. There's a couple other shops that line it that I wish you could break into too. They would be a good holding spot for cops because the criminals spawn over there, and it would allow the cops to stop them from getting to the back of the vault. Now, like I said, roof control is paramount on this map. Like, you have control of the roof, you can usually do whatever you want. You don't really have to worry about it. And also, the criminals have to put the bags on helicopters, and you can destroy the helicopters because they have health bar, but small arms won't really do it, and they're only there for like a couple seconds when the bag is like about to be put on them. Now, I haven't managed to grab one of the RPGs. I know there's one on the roof, and I don't know where else they are, but there's RPGs around the map, so I'm assuming that maybe one of those will take out a helicopter, and if you take out the helicopter at a point, the criminals have to capture it at a different point, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing a lot of Hardline content. If there's anything specific that you want to see, like, I mean, I'm going to be covering like grappling hook, zip line, I'll be covering hot wire, you know, all the basics. But if there's any like certain guns or attachments that you want to know about, leave a comment and let me know, and I will try and get videos out for that. So yeah, thanks for watching. See y'all later.